on, everybody? Welcome to a quick video of Basement Gaming. I am your wonderful host, Corey, and this is him. Today's quick chat, we are going to talk about coronavirus and gaming.
Don't say it like that. It's
Coronavirus?
Don't say it like that.
Iris?
They got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems that solve them. I run through the money.
Basically, what we're going to talk about today is a quick chat on the effect it is having on gaming and some game delays. So, in recent news, the beloved, one of the most anticipated games this year, if not the most anticipated game this year, Last of Us Part 2 was announced yesterday that it was delayed because of the virus. Sir, how you feeling?
I'm depressed.
Okay.
I'm hurt.
He's depressed.
It was 1 month away. Literally 1 month away for this game to drop. And we never know when it's coming out now. I think it's gonna come out when the PS5 comes out. That's just me.
Maybe.
Maybe it better not be next year. We fighting. Me and Sony got the square
That's
up.
probably good. Well, no, I mean, because they might, like we talked about before, they most likely what they'll do is they will make it a bundle, if anything, or the smartest thing to do will just be have a digital copy.
At this point, they're not gonna do digital. They're just gonna wait to release it fully.
You sure?
I'm positive on that. If they want to do digital, they would have said we would just release it digital in like a month or a couple of days after the original release. But they're just gonna wait now until they can ship out physical copies when we don't even know when people are gonna be able to ship out stuff that's not, I guess, a necessity other than like medical stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, my theory is whenever the PS5 comes out in probably like October or November, we'll either see Last of Us with that same day probably, or maybe a month beforehand. So let's say the system comes out November, it'll probably be like October maybe.
I just think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, the virus is not hilarious. The fact that the level of yells and tears I heard from afar
because it was supposed to come out in February, I think. February or March originally. And then when they gave out the release date, I think like a couple of days or a week later, they pushed it till May. Everyone was like, whatever, fine, well, we can wait. We still have, thank God, Final Fantasy didn't get delayed. People would have been on some.
They would try to cure that virus themselves.
Yeah, people would have been pissed. So, Final Fantasy still comes out next Friday. I think Australia and other places overseas got it early because they were clearly quarantined way before United States. So, I mean, that's next week. And then May has nothing of value that interests me. I mean, I have the Xbox Game Pass up on that board. I can always just download Gears Tactics. I think that comes out at the end of April.
Yeah, that's done.
So I'm like, if I'm that bored and I just need something else to play, I can always just do that. But I have other games I need to finish. And then June is Ghost of Tsushima, which I don't think that's going to get delayed because that's not until June. And I don't think they would delay that.
No.
Because if they delay both of those, that's money they're losing. That's a lot of money they're losing between two of those games.
They won't be the only company losing money.
Yeah.
So I guess
so nothing's for as long as we know, nothing's in July, and then nothing's in August. But then we want to get anything until September, and that's Marvel and Cyberpunk. So I don't think they're gonna have that big of a drought from basically May till September.
True. I think it.
I don't think they could do that to.
I don't think they can. Well, here's the thing. It depends of. I get they can't do it to people, but it also depends if it's out of their hands.
Yeah,
that's the other factor. But I think it's not that games aren't being made over here; they're being made overseas. So if
some of them.
So if those games are basically almost done, like we talked about in the car, like Avengers, it got pushed back until September. That's fine with me.
Well, that wasn't because of the virus.
No. I'm saying that because it got pushed back, I'm curious to see at what stage they are. Game, but again, it should be.
Yeah,
they shouldn't.
Like,
I feel like they
I'm
should
not
be
worried about stuff that's in like, let's say August.
Yeah.
At best, because August has normally a few stuff like Madden and whatever else. But I'm not really worried about that and going into like the holiday season because I believe those games will be fine to start shipping out by September.
Yeah.
It's just stuff like now.
Yeah.
Because we're going into Final Fantasy and everyone was like, all right, Final Fantasy can hold us over another month until Last of Us. But now it's like you have April, nothing, and then June. And then, like, if they're going to, like, I get not being able to ship stuff out disc-wise. I guess outside of Final Fantasy, maybe, because that might have some issues, I heard. But, yeah, I get you can't ship stuff out because of the virus and everything that's going on. But if your game is, like, if say we go into June and Ghoshima comes out, or close to coming out, and they say we can't ship out, or it's gonna be like there may be shortages of disc copies due to X, Y, and Z because of the virus, and they're still trying to get things.
But they would still make money if it goes digital.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I mean, they should have. So I hear you. So I think that there's always a plan B.
Yeah.
Obviously digital, but the thing with even digital, it depends on how close they were to finishing before it got shut down.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, okay,
if
we
it's
can't do
great,
it.
let's say there are, I mean, they're all, I believe everyone's at home, like working from home and stuff like that.
Yes.
So let's say they're like, okay, game's ready to go, polishing stuff up, but not everyone will get a copy due to shortages or places not wanting to ship out. Just in case, being on the safe side, and just still release it on digital. That way people will know like a couple of weeks beforehand. So, okay, I may not get a copy if I didn't like pre-order it or whatever through Amazon or Best Buy, Walmart, GameStop, wherever you do your stuff at. At least they know that like Thursday before the game comes out, or even Friday, let's say to get, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get my copy. I'll just buy it digital myself. So that way the companies still make money, people still get their game. And we're good. Because they come out and like say, hey, we have to push Ghost back because of the virus to like August. People come like, well,
because if you think about it, it's what you gotta wrap up. So if you think about it, it's people being home. It gives, obviously they're trying to find stuff to do.
Yeah.
So you take away gaming at that point. There's only but so many replays and
I know
multiplayer things they can do.
Like I know a few people like, not gaming wise, but now that people are actually home, they can focus more on their streaming, because I know a few people who actually do like panels and all that stuff that's getting a lot of conventions because everyone's home, because they're like, what else are we gonna do? We can't go out, we can't go outside, we can barely go outside like that. So we have our games to catch up on, our games to play, and then they're looking forward to new stuff coming out. But now you take one major game away, you don't have a new release date yet. Now if it was like crap, it's like even worse for the people who already, I guess, bought it digitally. And like, well, now I won't have. Now I already paid for it, yes, but when will I be able to play it? It's like, you take away May, you probably won't be able to play it now until, let's say, the earliest would be like holiday season with the new system. Latest, terribly, would be like early next year. But I know I think they just said it was like, they still need to work on some stuff, which is fine, but people are just like, well, we
need something to play.
Well, not even we just need something to play. It's like, when will we be able to play? It's like, you could at least said in your post, the game will still be ready to play this year. So people go like, okay, most likely holiday time, most likely when the new console drops, because it can't be September, because they already have two drops in September. So you would have to be like August, because Ghost is June. You're not gonna do two of your big games back to back like that. So let's say earliest is August, most likely holiday time. So let's say October, November. Because they would have, the PS5. It would be Godfall. And then let's say they did whatever minor games in between, indie games or whatever else they decide to release, and Last of Us. And then you have your Xbox You have your Halo, and whatever else they decided to drop. I don't remember. Oh, Hellblade. I'm buying it. Oh, I'm probably gonna buy it on PC. But
Well, yeah, that's what I was wondering. I'm
I'm
like,
still gonna buy it like that.
that's what I looked at you like.
that Halo. I'll just buy it on the computer, but
Yeah.
it would have its lineup.
I don't see, the only way I see this, to wrap this up, the only way I see this getting worse for gaming
But the
is
consoles get delayed.
if the consoles get delayed and people are still home in the summer come then. Because think about it, if that's the case, if people are still quarantined and being home and this has not resolved whatsoever come
August, September.
July, August, September, I would say I would even say June, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, even July, August, September, then that's bad.
Yeah.
Because then they're like, crap, we can't ship anything, we can't, because everything's backed up to
Yeah.
back that point. If people are still quarantined or things are still bad by, like I said, the summer to early September or whatever, it's safe to assume that half that stuff is not coming out until like 2021. So basically, that's a good chunk of money that they're missing out of.
Because I know they said, well, I know we got wrapped up.
Yeah.
But I know they already asked like the Sony president, like, will this impact the PS5 coming out? They said no, because we're not launching to the holiday time.
So they're true. I guess they're
So
banking
they're-
on
Everything being
it be good enough for them to
people
ship,
being,
yeah.
I guess, somewhat cleared in
Yeah.
a way to go back to normal day work,
Yeah.
or to be able to actually step outside without
Yeah.
having to run home to not be quarantined.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess they're technically okay for now. Since
For
it's
now,
down to
yeah.
like
I guess in-
October, November
Yeah.
for their consoles, and then you have the games in like September and stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess they're banking on everything being good. Then it's just the stuff now.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you all are staying safe. I hope you are keeping away from each other. I hope you are playing your games and doing things that are genuinely making you happy during this rough patch. We will talk to you very, 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 very soon, because we finally got a good schedule going on with this.
Because I'm at home.
Yes.
I got college.
Thank you very much for your time. Until next time.